workers at the Mount Hope Hospital to save the life of her nephew, whose health she believes is being placed in jeopardy by the actions of healthcare providers at the medical facility.
I am making a plea for my nephew, who is warded at the surgical ward at Mount Hope Pediatrician Hospital. This is a boy, he's in dire need of some kind of help because the doctors don't seem to know exactly what is wrong. Within 2 days, he had 2 important surgeries done. And he's all swollen up, and they said there's nothing they could do about it. And they just left him there. This little boy, he's about 2 years, if so much, and he's in plenty pain, fever. And we need to do something. I am pleading to anybody, whether you're in authority, medical-wise, or whatever. I am pleading for some help. We don't want him to be another statistic on the papers again, because we have been having so many deaths at the Mount Hope Hospital. I myself had a severe case there. And I'm pleading to someone in authority to help us to do something about this. Can someone please help him? His name is Rahim Laurel, and he's warded at the surgical ward, like I said. His doctor, who is seeing about him now, Dr. Landra Smith. I am pleading to you this morning to do something to save this little boy's life. And we hope and pray that the nurses and doctors at Mount Hope, we need you to put down your placards this morning and try to save another life. We don't want what is happening at Mount Hope for these years to be continuing. We need to stop. Remember, you all have a salary. There are people out there like myself who doesn't even have a salary. So please help us to save another life. And this life that you save would make a change. It is beneficial to all of us.
In a week where there's been so much negative news about young people in TNT, We News is happy to share some good news tonight. It involves a group of young people from Trinidad and Tobago involved with an exchange program with young people from our French Caribbean neighbors, Guadeloupe. Some of the students came down to Gayelle today to talk about their experiences over the past 3 weeks.
Good morning, my name is Manigo Cedric. I live in Chamfleur, Saint-Joseph, with the Ramdian family, Victoria, Yamile, and Tony. Big up for them. I work in the TTFC, Trinidad and Tobago Film Company. I thank all the staff, Miss Carla, Alana, everybody, and that's all. Trinidad is a very beautiful country.
It's actually reading and writing. The French is so much easier than speaking it, because the pace at which they speak at is very hard to catch up to, like to understand. It's been very nice too, because at first when we went to meet them at the airport, Audrey was so, she was, scared, I guess, frightened, and we tried to speak slowly for her to understand, so she could get the gist of English. And then we reach home and everybody feels so comfortable together, and the same thing about the different cultures. Something so simple as having snakes. Guadeloupe, Shani told me that Guadeloupe don't even have snakes. She wanted to go to the zoo. So anxious, she wanted to go to the zoo. But unfortunately, we didn't get to go. I really wish that they could have been here for a longer time. And hopefully they will be back. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully we visit them.
I came to Trinidad because I want to learn English. And because I want to be translator. And after these 3 weeks, I want to come back, but during 6 months.
I think we really did attain the main objectives of the program, which is really to get local students to really mix with their French Caribbean counterparts and to create that Caribbeanness, because even though there is the French Caribbean and there is the English speaking Caribbean, there's still something that's very Caribbean in us all. And I think that even with that language barrier, the potential language barrier, we were really able to create a kind of unified thing between local students and foreign students.
It makes you see Trinidad in a whole different aspect, because like in everyday life, you're just going about your business, not really taking on the whole environment so much now. But you see, like when you have to show it to somebody, like you actually see it for yourself too, and it makes you enjoy it even more. So, yeah.
Don't go anywhere. When we get back from the break, regional news and more.
Me, Kibwe, in my short pants. I went to the Fet match and it had more people than leg on centipede. We play football, cricket and everything. Then all of a sudden, Wetley brief on the cricket pitch in football shoes and skate tackle a man in the seat. Carmen ball out. He get dirty like a hog. Back home in my country, the whole team with a run him out the village for playing the monkey. You know the whole team run by the playway book to play him for 36. Kibwe say, read the seat and play playway. Make your mark today.
$25 free for the first $25 top-up of the month. Now that is something to shout about. Boom!
Plus an extra $20 free top-up when you top up to $100 every month.
That's $20 million in free top-up every month. Now that's something to dance about, Mr. Raymond. $25. The biggest free credits. Boom! Top up 100. Get 25 free. Plus an extra $20. That's 45 free. Top up with B-Mobile every month. You know you smile.
What newspaper offers the most exciting game in TNT? Did you say Newsday? Bingo! That's right. It's the 2010 Newsday Bingo, giving you a chance to win one of the fabulous weekly prizes from Pennywise Cosmetics, Laptop City, Hanky Bannister, Extra Food Supermarket, Ebony Radio 104 FM, and Dream Team's 2011 Carnival presentation. But wait, there's more! An amazing grand prize of 4 airline tickets to Miami or New York can be yours, courtesy of Caribbean Airlines. Plus, one lucky super grand prize winner can get even more in the 2010 Newsday Bingo, $100,000. See your Newsday for more details and make it your turn to win big.
Hi, I'm Fairhands, and I want to see you at the Beat Breast Cancer Music Festival, October 31st. Your support is telling me that we make a difference. Show me yours, and I'll show you mine. Let's beat breast cancer together.
The Beat Breast Cancer Music Festival, October 31st, 2010. Tickets available at First Citizens.
Come on, come on.
To the left, a step to the right. Twist your toes, come on, jump real high.
Hello, it is me, Kiwe Olatunji, and my friend Raj. Chimbegonas are very different, eh? Listen this story.
Kiwe, my friend, will be teaching me the art of reading the scene.
It's true. You see, we were walking down the road, eh? And we passed by this old wooden house and see an old man eating some curry sheep. All of a sudden, this big black spider come and sit down beside her.
Wow, Lord.
And didn't bite her. Poor lady start to move slow like Maricoy. She called her grandson, and he gone running fast like a cheetah. I say he gone to call a doctor like Raj, because in my country, that is what we will do. You know he gone by the playway book and play sheep for 15 Sikuma. Kibwe say, read the seat and play playway. Make your mark today.
Make sure you and your family get your very own copy of the deluxe double DVD box set of the historic performance of Handel's Messiah by the Lydian Singers and Lydian Steele. Also, Making the Messiah and an interview with Dr. Pat Bishop. The deluxe double DVD box set available at the Signature Collection, the Normandy Hotel, from members of the Lydians and from Gayelle.
Welcome back. Here's a look now at what's going on in our Caribbean today. An outbreak of cholera is to blame for dozens of deaths in Haiti in recent days. Health officials said at least 50 people had died from acute diarrhea and hundreds were being treated in local hospitals as laboratory tests were carried out to determine the cause of the illness. The outbreak of illness occurred outside the capital, which was ravaged by a devastating 7.0 earthquake in January, leaving more than 250,000 people dead and another 1.2 million homeless. Cholera is transmitted by water, but also by food that has been in contact with contaminated water. It causes serious diarrhea and vomiting, leading to dehydration. With a short incubation period, it can be fatal if not treated in time. Aid agencies have voiced fears for months that any outbreak of disease could spread rapidly in Haiti due to the unsanitary conditions in the makeshift camps housing the homeless, with little access to clean water. The camps have also been rendered more unstable by days of heavy rains and flooding. Meanwhile, Jamaica is again on flash flood warning as Tropical Depression 19 moves slowly towards the southeast, close to 6 kilometers per hour. Maximum sustained winds are near 55 kilometers per hour, with higher gusts and some strengthening is forecast, and the depression is expected to become a tropical storm on Thursday night. In news from Antigua now, euphoria expressed in some quarters over last year's data, which showed a marked decrease in new infections of the HIV virus, has all but dissipated, as figures for the third quarter of 2010 indicate a 57% hike. Statistics compiled by the AIDS Secretariat in Antigua show for the third quarter of 2009, there were 33 new people testing positive for the virus, and for a similar period in 2010, there are 52 new infections. Of that number, 24 are males and 28 females. Several Antiguan NGOs, church and community organizations are collaborating for 16 days awareness-raising activities to coincide with World AIDS Day on December 1st. And in Guyana, in wake of another childbirth death at New Amsterdam Hospital, the Cabinet has called for an inquiry into maternal deaths. 4 young mothers have died in childbirth at the New Amsterdam Hospital in Berbice within the last 5 weeks. Cabinet also called on Minister of Health Dr. Leslie Ramsamy and the Ministry of Health to do all that is necessary to protect the lives of women at childbirth. The Cabinet has mandated that officials in the Ministry of Health, regional health services, and other personnel in whatever way related to the investigation and the delivery of care at the institution be present at a specially summoned Cabinet subcommittee to deal with information and clarity regarding the incident, and to focus on steps towards improvement. Chances are you have some family or tanti or nenen living abroad in the US or Canada or Europe who is right now starting to complain about the coming cold and also about the cost of keeping their homes warm through the winter months. In tonight's Enviro feature, we take a look at a community in England where they're staying off the natural gas grid thanks to used cooking oil.
Reefham in the east of England is not only off the beaten track, it's also off the national gas grid. Like nearly 2 million other Britons, Reefham's residents heat their homes using oil, but they're at the vanguard of a green revolution. James Joyce owns one of the 25 homes in the town that have been testing a new renewable heating oil for use in existing domestic systems.
So what they did is they put a new tank in here and filled it up with the biofuel, and it ran for a year. And to be honest, there's absolutely no problems at all.
The trial tested fuels made from kerosene and diesel mixed with differing amounts of used cooking oil. Produced at the University of East Anglia's Low Carbon Innovation Centre, a quick and easy way to cut carbon emissions, according to Chris Blinko.
There are opportunities out there for using home heating oil as a biofuel, and it's just a clear opportunity for those homes that at the moment have oil-fired heating systems. They want to be lower carbon. It's a real opportunity for them to do that.
The Oil Firing Technical Association helped organise the trial. Off-Tech's Jeremy Hawksley says the results were better than expected.
There were lots of factors we were concerned of, particularly cold weather, because biofuel tends to glue up, and We didn't know whether it was going to glue up. It's called cold point plugging, but it didn't.
The partnership's now hoping the government will include the new fuel in an incentive scheme where homeowners are paid to produce more environmentally friendly heat to encourage people to go green. Stuart McDill, Reuters, Norfolk.
And in tonight's Health, Technology and Science feature, we speak with Carol McIntosh, founder and editor-in-chief of Outlish magazine, that was yesterday named a finalist in the Global Digital Magazine Awards 2010 for Magazine Launch of the Year.
It's a really unexpected surprise. Not that we don't think that we weren't good enough, but it's a really wide field of people who applied, who shows that what we're doing, it matters. From the Caribbean. About it. The Outlish magazine is a magazine for young trainees, 20s and 30s. And Outlish
This
really
is how we
about
work. This is how we learn.
positive
This
images
is
of the
what
young
we
Trinidad and
drink.
Tobago.
And this
In
is
terms
how
of
we
people who
get
are just going after their
social. Drink
dreams,
the
not being
social
afraid
beer.
to
Glass Court, pure
what they
white rum.
like and what they want to go after. So we're just about pushing, individuality and celebrating innovations among young people. The reason for starting was just I've always wanted to do a magazine ever since I was a teenager. And I was at a crossroads in terms of I left a job and I thought to myself, okay, I have free time now, so why not start a magazine? And that's how all this really got started, based purely really on facts and just moving along with the whole idea. I chose web because a lot of people, besides me, that's what I like. A lot of people are online, a lot of people read blogs and websites and that kind of stuff. Online publishing is also easier to get off the ground quickly because you're not going to printing and all these different processes. It's sort of immediate. So it's easier to put up stuff, produce it much more regularly and so on, as well as it's much cheaper. Whereas with print, you have to, you have publishing costs, you have looking at ink colors, all these different kind of things. So for me, going on the internet was based on one, that's what I like. Two, people are using online sites, especially trainees. Our internet penetration has increased significantly over the past few years, and it just gives that sense of immediacy, and I wanted to publish something weekly, so internet gives me that freedom.
Okay.
As at September, we had approximately 9,500 readers, which is awesome, because the growth has been very, very good. When we started off, our first date of publishing was the 12th of April, and for that month we had about 3,000 people. That was in April, and then over the month we just grew and grew and grew and grew. So now we're at about 9,500, and we have a significant percentage of people within Trinidad as well as trainees in main areas like London, Canada, US, and then you have trainees, there are trainees all over the world. So you'll see little boxes then of maybe somebody from France or Malta or Africa or Saudi Arabia or whatever. But our main audience resides in Trinidad and Tobago as well as trainees in major areas.
And now here's Jomo Williams to give us an update on local cricket.
For the second time in 3 months, TNT was ousted from a West Indies Cricket Board tournament. In July, TNT, the defending champions, lost to Guyana by 4 runs in the semi-final of the West Indies Cricket Board T20 tournament at the Queen's Park Oval. The 2-time defending champions lost by 8 wickets in their final Group A match to the Windward Islands after winning their opening match against combined colleges and campuses by 7 wickets. So it comes as no surprise that the members of the Trinidad and Tobago Cricket Board would want some answers. In both tournaments, we had what appeared to be the strongest team on paper, yet when it came time to perform, so who is to blame? Well, coach of the national team, Kelvin Williams, is putting the blame squarely on the shoulders of TNT's batsmen. In recent statements, Williams Williams said the main reason for the semi-finals of the West Indies Limited Overs Champions was the batsmen's failure to apply themselves. The head coach described the performance as very disappointing, since he was looking for the team to make it 3 in a row at this year's tournament. However, it did not work out that way. He applauded the team's play in the first match against CCC, which they won, and he contrived that they were set to take the second against Jamaica had it not been for the weather. However, when it came to a must-win match against the Windwards, they simply did not step up to the plate. This is Jomo Williams for We Sport.
Don't go anywhere. When we get back from the break, Calypso History Month and more.
Listen to this that happened to me the other day. I was on my way to work, heading to the crazy, when a big belly man jumped in my taxi with me. Just before he was about to stop, he pulled out a big money. The taxi man said, I have no change. Same time the driver must have very hard words to stop from hitting a young woman. You know the big belly man just jumped out the taxi and run away. I told the driver, next corner for me, but he didn't hear. He was too busy speeding down to the play boat to play 20. He said that man is a big dog. Keep racing, read the seat and play way. Make your mark today.
$25 free for the first $25 top-up of the month. Now that is something to shout about. Boom!
Plus an extra $20 free top-up when you top up to $100 every month.
That's $20 million in free top-up every month. Now that's something to dance about, Mr. Raymond. $25. The biggest free credit. Top up 100. Get 25 free. Plus an extra $20. That's 45 free. Top up with B-Mobile. Every month you know you'll smile.
Gosh, the wedding is only 3 months away and there's still so much to do. I still have to order the cake, get a photographer, buy a...
Avoid the stress. Come to the Oasis at 101 Circular Road in San Fernando on October 23rd and 24th from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. for Phenomenon, a bridal fantasy. Meet all your wedding professionals in one place, willing and able to make your dreams come true. Phenomenon. For display booths, please call 681-4374.
I have a half sister who has had breast cancer, is a cancer survivor for 15 years. And my father died of colon cancer. He was diagnosed with cancer when he was 70. And he was 73 before he could call the word. He could not say it. He could not say that he had cancer. But for me, the most significant thing about him was that if he was able to call the word, if he was able to face the fear, if he was able to have the kind of support that I feel that Baja now gives to women, I think his 5 years before he died would have been a much better 5 years.
The Beat Breast Cancer Music Festival. Tickets available at First Citizens.
For my next song, I'd like to return to the classics. To the left, a step to the right, twist your toes, come on, jump real high.
Come on, come on.
To the left, a step to the right, twist your toes, come on, jump real high.
You can't keep your hands off it. The new compact smartphone from Sony Ericsson, the Xperia X10 Mini. Catch life.
Welcome back. It's Calypso History Month, and all through October we've been giving you some reminders of our most loved icons of the art form. Tonight, Dennis Franklin Williams, the Merchant.
I used to read a lot of Shakespeare. That's where I get the name Merchant from. Merchant of Venice, 1 pound of flesh without a drip of blood. Merchant is a man always have goods, I always have tunes, I always have goods too. You know, nobody called me, I call myself, I give myself that name. And I want to get away from the mighty and the Lord. So just Merchant. Lord Merchant and the Mighty Merchant and the Sugar. Just Merchant, not even the Merchant, just Merchant. If you have a topic we think about that I can't in touch already. I come with pan. But I touch pan in danger. I touch the pan tune that the boss was saying here before. Pan in your pan. I wrote that too. And then I came back this year and sing an next pan. I make an next pan tune, play Mr. Panis. And I have about 3 pan songs that I could let go next year on somebody. I'm telling you, I have about 3 bad pan compositions there, waiting for somebody to pick up. Calypso was never in my head. I don't know how it come in. But I ain't sorry now. I'm proud to be a Calypsonian. This is the art I'm proud to be in. I ain't regret being a Calypsonian at all. It make me travel a lot. All over the world. Meet nice people, you know. Face massive audiences all over the place, you know. Travel to London, Canada, Europe, all over Europe, you know. It is nice, you know. I believe if I was in the next profession, I want to get that opportunity. You know. So it's nice. I ain't sorry at all.
Well, that's all that we have for you tonight. Don't forget, you can call us at 628-1011, or feel free to email us at wenews@gayelletv.com. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Conrad Paris, wishing you a safe and pleasant evening. Take care, and God bless.
This program is brought to you in part by our community program sponsor.
Me, Kibwe, in my short pants. I went to the Fet match and it had more people than Legon Centerpiece. We play football, cricket and everything. Then all of a sudden, Wetley drift on the cricket pitch in football shoes and skate tackle a man in the skin. Carmen ball out. He get dirty like a hog, eh? Back home in my country, the whole team would have run him out the village for playing the monkey. But you know the whole team run by the playway book to play him for 36. Kibwe say, read the scene and play playway. Make your mark today.